and of course, have you hear my voice. Today we're using the Swiss ball, and this is just a stability ball that will help you get your circulation going, certainly with lymphatic flow as well, a little bit of balance, and then we're going to integrate some core strength into today's class as well. We are here for 45 minutes, so pace yourself. Of course, if you need it more intense, I trust you to make those decisions for yourself. If you need it less intense, I also trust you to absolutely find what you need in this class. Paul's asking for inversions. I'm sorry to hear that, Paul. We will do the best we can to integrate what you need in class, but I want to encourage you that if you do need inversions, to please go ahead and take them on your own as well, okay? So we're going to begin just sitting with our feet about the width of the ball, and then just find a very stable base between your hips and the ball itself. And then we're just going to start to curl your tail under, opening up your low back. You can let your shoulder blades separate as well. Just take that first big stretch of rounding your back. And then lengthen your chest, lift your heart, lift your tail. And then again, rounding forward. So, one of the things I love about teaching asynchronously on YouTube is that I think it does give a real sense of permission for you to take care of yourself. So think of me as, you know, the tour guide, but of course, if you find something else that's interesting by way of movement, please do those things for yourself. Often, I teach so many classes per week, multiple per day, so they are all planned out in advance, and sometimes there's an opportunity to add things in for sure, but also, you know, just remember that you are in charge of your own movement experience. You can make it what you need it to be. All right, let's come back to center, staying stable. We'll take our arms down by the side and just take a side bend, ear towards the shoulder, reaching down towards the floor, and come back up. If you're doing this class seated in your chair, I'll give you some options if you don't have a ball. Most of what we're going to do today is very translatable to just a seated position. You just want to be aware of, you know, making some creative explorations as we go through, at least for the first half of class. Let's take one more over to the side. Good. Coming up through the center, we're going to take your left hand to your right knee. Take it just a gentle spinal twist, looking over your shoulder, reaching through the crown of your head, and then we'll reach back the opposite way. Just opening up a little bit of rotation in your spine. Let's go one more time each side, breathing for support. Good, and the last time. Rotating here. Good. All the way back to center. Bring your arms down by your side. We're going to lift your heels and just do a little gentle balance as your arms go overhead, and then press your heels down, ground your heels, bring your arms down. Really squeeze your arms into the sides of your body to open up your chest at the bottom. So again, lift your heels. Press all the way down, shoulders on your back. And again, reach. Just looking for spaces to find space, to engage with your space, to feel like your space is working with you and for you, that you are in the driver's seat of the space around you, but also that you have, like, you know, some options to get bigger or smaller as you need for more choices, let's say. We'll bring it all the way up. We're going to press down with your heels, arms out to a T, and then from here, open your legs just a tiny bit wider for a little more stability. We're going to take a no-handed side bend. If you need your hand on the ball, go for it. We're going to reach up. This is more of a long side bend than a bent side bend. We're trying to create space on the left side. So it just takes a few gentle pulses, reaching up on the diagonal. Good. And then open your arms up to the center, recover to center, take your hands to the back of the ball, lift your chest, Open your heart. We'll reach the arms back to the side, lift up on the diagonal, and again, little pulses here. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good. And open your chest, recover to center, bring it back, lift your chest. Bring it all the way back to center, heel toe your feet back to center. So we're gonna keep our fingertips on the ball or your full hand, whatever you need for stability, and sit up as tall as you can. And then from here, we're gonna start to go heel tap forward, heel tap forward. So the tempo is gonna just challenge our balance a little bit. If you need to take it slower, please take it slower. Otherwise, you're just alternating heel taps. And there's a little bit of weight shift involved, but we want to try to minimize the weight shift as we do these simple exercises. That's one way we can make it a little bit more challenging. And just remember that, all movement exists on a spectrum of difficulty. So if you feel like this one is way too easy, see if you can limit the amount of movement in the ball. Keep your spine a little higher, breathe a little deeper. There are lots of ways to intensify the challenge. And generally speaking, if you want to de-intensify the challenge or make it a little more simple, you just take some of the range away from it, slow it down. Think about maybe sliding your foot forward or back. That could be a good option. But if you're feeling good here with the heels, I'm going to invite you to take your arms out to a T. As you wiggle your fingers, make sure you can see your fingertips in your peripheral vision, which, as a reminder, because often when I say your peripheral vision, everybody turns and looks at their hands. It's not turning to look, it's just seeing that little wiggle from the side glance of your eye here. Good. We'll stay here for a few more like this, just challenging that ability to stay long in your spine, to stay balanced with the ball underneath you. Good. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and then one more each side. Good. Stand well on your feet. Reach your arms forward, round your spine over. Take a breath here to stretch out through your low back, maybe even reaching your chest down to your legs and just taking a moment there to breathe into the width of your back. It feels like a good reset. One more big breath here. And then we're going to slowly roll up through the spine, pressing down through your feet, reaching your shoulder blades down. You're up to the top, reaching through the crown of your head. Hands to the ball again. Let's reach the right leg forward. We're going to lift it up to hip height, touch it down, and then bring it in. We'll do it slow to the left. Heel goes forward, lift, touch down, and bring it in. Heel goes forward, lift it up, touch it down, bring it in. One more time. Reach it forward, lift it up, touch it down, and bring it in. All right, we're gonna add a few lifts with the hands still on the ball right here. So we're gonna go tap the heel, lift the leg, lift it again, 3rd time's a charm, and then bring it back in. So we go heel, lift, lift, whoa, lift, all the way in. Tap, lift, 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 down and in. Tap, up, good. All right, stay tall, stay breathing. One more each side without the hands, and then we'll start to up the ante a little bit. Good, here's the 3rd one. Tap it down, bring it in, tap, lift, lift, uh-oh. Lift. Okay, leave the legs right now. We're gonna reach the arms forward, pull them, row back, reach forward. So we're getting those shoulder blade muscles drawing together, starting to open our chest a little bit more. We're gonna refer to this as a row. If you were doing it with dumbbells, you'd be bent forward. This is a pulling action, engaging all of your back muscles. Let's go for 4. Pull back. 3, and pull. Last 2, reach and pull. Last one, reach and pull. All right, let's combine both the reach and pull and the leg lift. You can also keep your hands down onto the side of the ball for more, or your chair for more action. So we're gonna go reach, lift, 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 bring it up, and then as it comes down, we'll pull it back in together. On the other side, we'll reach, pull as you lift. Lots of core strength here, pull as you lift. Last one, pull as you lift, reach it down and together. All right, let's find our new beat. We're gonna go 1, in, reach, in. Good, staying tall as you lift that leg, pull it back together. Reach forward, lift, reach, lift and row, lift and row. And you have to smile as you're doing this because honestly, it shouldn't be perfect. It's a little unstable. It's really kind of wacky that I'm staying up here the whole time, but you know, I'm going with it. I believe in luck. 2, 3, reach forward, a couple more. Here we go. Reach, open that chest. Kick your heel forward. Good. One more, lower down, press. And again, stretch, pull, reach, pull, reach. Let's go 2 more. So 1 more each side. Here we go. On the right, no flashy. No flashy. Good. Hey, 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 enough. Reach. Our neighbor dogs must be here today. Good. Uh-oh. Good. All right, shake it out. Hands on the ball. Let's just start with a gentle bounce up and down. Just nice and easy. We want to feel that vertical line running through the crown of your head, through your rib cage, down through your abdomen, through your pelvis. Good. So make sure that you're not bouncing too far backwards, but you're really right up over your hip socket. Okay? And then just enjoy. This is one of those moments of lymphatic drain where it's just like allowing that circulation to take over and just letting yourself kind of move with integrity, with freedom, with a little bit of play. So we'll be here in this gentle bounce for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, I'm gonna challenge you to move your hips side to side a little. All right, just get a little side to side motion in your pelvis. Hanging onto the ball is an option, holding onto your legs is an option, widening the distance between your legs is an option so you can have a little more stability. It feels a little more solid. Good. Take it right here. Yeah. And you know, again, if it feels unstable, you just pull the range back a little, slow it down, or make it a little smaller. That's your strategy. Good. All right, so we're gonna try a little cross with our pelvis. Right now we're going side to side. Let's come back to center. When we bounce forward, you're just gonna reach your hips a little forward of center, pull them a little backward of center, reach your hips a little backward of center, bring them back forward. So forward, center, back, and center. That's it. Forward, center, back, and center. Forward, good. And now we're gonna combine this in just a second with the crisscross, the side to side, yeah? Forward, center, back. Let's do one more time. Forward, center, and back, and stay center. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go forward, back, forward, center, side, 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 center. Okay, just so we make sure we're in the center before we change direction so we don't get too all over the place. So let's think about it. Front, back, front, center, side, 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 center. Front, back, front, center, side, 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 center. Front, back, front, center, side, 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 center, front, back, front, center, side, 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 and stay center. How'd you do? All right, let's try it again. Same pattern, although we'll start to the left this side. Ready? Front, back, front, center, side, 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 center, front, back, front, center, side, 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 center, front, back, front, center, side, 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 center, front, back, front, center, side, 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 center. All right, find your center bounce. That's it. All right, we're gonna take it up a little bit quicker. If you need to keep it slow, that's okay. Ready, set, and here we go. Front, back, front, center, side, 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 center, front, back, front, side, 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 front, back, front, side, 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 front, back, front, side, side, side. I want to go to the other side. All right, let's do it again, starting to the left. Good work. 4, 3, 2, we go. Front, back, front, side, 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 front, back, front, side, 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 front, back, front, side, 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 front, back, front, side, side, side. Good, release. All right, take your legs out to the side. Let's take our elbows and take a little inner thigh stretch here. Shifting from side to side. Good, we're gonna work into some hip stretches. So bring yourself back up right through the torso. Extend one leg out. We're gonna reach long and take a big stretch over. Nice and long. Good. Let's come all the way back to the center. Bend that leg, take the other leg out, take a big stretch over, find that stretch. Good. Come back to center. One more time each side reach. Maybe a little deeper this time. And come back to center, and last one. Reach it over. Good, all right, come back to center. Last little bouncing exercise here. We're gonna reach our legs back in the middle. Find your beat. We're gonna start to do kick, 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 kick. Again, go slower if you like. Hold on to the ball. Sometimes, whoops, doing too many things at the same time. Sometimes you can just have a little more balance, reaching your arms out to the side. Good. All right, let's see if we can go for the next 30 seconds, finding this balance. Go, go, go. Excellent. Woo. Now, this might not feel like abdominal work, maybe it does for you, but it absolutely is in terms of supporting the spine. Yeah, thank you. I tried to pick some music that was supportive for us today. Good. We're here for 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right. So we're going to turn ourselves around. And then you want to bring your ball closer to the edge of your mat if you're working on a mat, or just like to a place where you have a little space to walk out. We're going to start walking out with a pelvic curl. So we're curling the tail under, walking forward with our feet, hands on the ball, nice and easy. And then find your way to a little abdominal curl here. So your feet are flat, you're holding strong, your lower back is connected. It shouldn't be too hard to hold your head up here. We're gonna reach the arms forward. You can kind of push your palms together. We're just pushing our back into the ball to curl forward and then reach backward. All right? So we're gonna go curl it forward, reach it back, curl forward, reach back, curl forward, reach back, curl forward, same move, but aim your arms over your right leg. Forward, curl back. Good. Forward, curl back, reach forward, curl back, reach forward. We're going to come back to the center to do 4 right here. So think much more about pressing your back into the ball than crunching. The crunch will happen automatically as long as you push back through your spine. Good. One more here. Forward. And good. Now reach over the other leg. Forward. Curl back. Forward. Curl back. Forward. curl back, last one, forward and curl back, and then bring it to center, curl forward, separate your feet, and let's walk it back up. Now, you want to push into your back, push into your back, push into your back. If your feet are a little slippery, you're going to have to find that space to come all the way up. Hand to the back of the ball, chest lifts, back bend here, open your chest, open your shoulders. Good, all right. Shall we try another roll down? Let's see if we can do it. Reach your arms forward, heel to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe. Now this time, sweep your arms around to the back of your head. Roll until your chest is on the ball. If you want to walk your feet forward just a little bit here. And then we're going to wrap your hips down as if you're going to sit in a seated position. Any amount is okay. Then we're working into a bridge. So we'll press into the feet. Chest stays up to the ceiling. Just lift your hips high and engage the backs of your legs to open the front of your hips. And then wrap your hips all the way down around the ball again. And we'll go pressing up, big lift, and lowering down, reaching. Think of deepening the crease behind your knees and your hip fold, maybe even at your ankles. And just make adjustments that allow you to find the space you need to sit deeper to the ground, and then also to press your hips up to the sky. Good. Reaching it down. Pressing all the way up. Good, one more time, reaching down, pressing up, and then keep your hips up, start to curl forward as you just come to that space we were in before. Readjust your feet. Now our hands are behind our head, so we're gonna wrap back until we're kind of in a flat back, and then curl forward and twist as much as you can over one side. And then wrap back, think chest on the ceiling. Big inhale, press your back against the ball as you twist to come up. Find that engagement across the diagonal of your abdominal wall. Big stretch back, and big exhale to come forward. Good. Reaching again. Your exhalation should help you access some of the muscles that are gonna get you supported here. Your inhalation creates some space, twist, good, reach, and twist. All right, we're gonna go 4 more here. Here we go. Big breath, all the way in. 3, 2, and last one, all the way up. Good, all the way back. And then go ahead and have a seat all the way down to your mat, and we'll bring the ball around. I like to take a moment and just bring the ball forward and kind of take a little rest pose here. Sometimes that can help you open up your back if you want to just rest your chest on it. It's A-okay. Good, all right, so we're gonna take ourselves all the way down. Now, if your ball is very, very big, you know, some of us have Swiss balls that are like 65 centimeters, I believe, or 75. That might be too big to squeeze into. Mine's a 55. And if you have something that feels comfortable, we're gonna use it to engage the inner thighs. So we might need to work it out, but let's come down onto the back. All right, so I've got my calves and my inner thighs hugging into the ball. Pelvis is flat, and shoulders are underneath you. So we're gonna do a progressive squeeze. We're gonna squeeze in, and release. So in a little more, the most, and release. Squeeze, 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 release. And we're just trying to keep our weight centered and heavy, engaging from way up at the top of the inner thigh down to your knee, your calf, your ankle bone. Release, squeeze, 2, 3, release, squeeze, 2, 3, good, one more. All right, so we've got this inner thigh activator, and we're gonna add on with a little abdominal curl here. Take your hands behind your head. You're gonna squeeze into the ball as you come up. So squeeze, 2, 3, hold it here, and then release for 3, 2, 1. We're going slow so we can find the most amount of engagement and really challenge ourselves past maybe like what our little baby crunch might be. So 3 counts up, 3 counts down, up, 2, 3, this is the most you got, and down. And this is all really great for spinal mobility, certainly for pelvic floor health, for abdominal engagement, which I'm sure you can feel at this point. Something I think of is bringing the 2 sides of my abdominal wall together. Squeeze, 2, 3, lower, 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 and again, up, 2, 3, and lower, lower, lower. 2 more times. Squeeze, 2, 3, and down, down, down. Last one, squeeze, up, up to the top, and all the way down. Good. All right, let's walk our legs up on the ball, knees over hips. We're gonna press down through the heels to engage our hamstrings. All right, so we squeezed in before, now we're gonna press down into the heels and really try to almost pop the ball with your heels and then release. 3 down, 1, 2, 3, and then release on 4, sorry. All right, here we go. Down, 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 release. Down, 2, 3, release. Down, 2, 3. As you're squeezing, think about your inner thighs are most likely engaged because of the exercise we just did. Think about using the whole expanse of the back of the leg. Good. Down, 2, 3. One more time. This doesn't look like much, but it feels like quite a bit. All right, and when we're gonna press our heels down and stay, we wanna keep your right heel pressing down, stretch your left leg up, press the left leg down, push into it, exchange for the right. So we're going press and stretch the left, press and stretch the right. The idea is that you keep the ball engaged as much as possible, even like as much as the 2 legs had it engaged, you keep that engagement, even though you're extending your opposite leg. Good. One more here, then we're gonna pick up the pace a little bit. Here we go. Pressing, down, extend. Lots of energy on the down, down, extend, down, extend, down, extend. Good. Lower and reach, lower and reach, lower and reach. Last one. Good. All right, shake it out a minute. We're gonna start to roll the ball away. As you straighten your legs out, reach through your heels. As you come in, you can point your toes for a stretch across the top of your ankle. I like to get a deep fold in my hips. So reaching out and lengthening, whoa, and then pulling all the way in. And you know, if you slip, it happens. Pressing down a little bit more will help you out with that just a little bit. Good. Stretching out and pressing, pulling all the way in. Let's go 3. And this is practicing keeping everything else still as you move your legs with downward pressure on the way out and then with a deep fold, inward knee pressure on the way in. So working the backs of your legs on the way out and the fronts of your legs and your hips on the way in. Good. Last one. Let's stretch it all the way out. Now, we want to have our heels right on the center of the ball, so if you want to walk the ball a little bit away from you, you can. We're going to anchor the ball down with the right leg. Hover the left foot off. Reach your arms up, make fists. Nothing else moves. We're gonna try to take that left leg as far out to the side as you can without moving the ball, without coming off your right hip, and then bring it back in across the top of the ball, inner thighs. So reaching it out. Ooh, don't let yourself roll. And if it's just a little bit, not to worry, right? Anchor down through your right hip, reach your left leg nice and wide. Sometimes squeezing those fists can help you recruit other muscles that can help you in your core and your back and your hip. Good. Woo, reaching it across. Let's go one more time. Press it out and then pull it all the way back in, and then land with your heel on your toes of the opposite leg. Take your arms out to a T. We're gonna just roll the ball to the left as we twist the right hip off the mat and then pull it all the way down. And again, roll and reach and press the hips down. And just one, roll and reach and press down. Good. Bring your foot down, reach your arms back up. Your left foot is on the ball, your right foot goes up to hover, and take that foot out to the side. And then whoa, pull back across so that whole left side is grounded and anchored. Reach it out, pull back in. Reach it out, nice and strong. Every one of us is gonna have a different side that's a little more or less engaged. You just wanna work with what you have, try not to judge it. Good, let's go 2. And reach. And last one. Good, bring it back on top, take your arms out to a T, and just see if you can twist through your lower back and come back up. I'm just pointing my feet to the right, lifting my left hip, and come back up. And 2, just keeping the shoulders facing the ceiling. Last one. Good. All right, let's walk the ball back in. We're gonna go ahead and do a little single leg stretch. So we'll bring your right knee into your chest. Let's take both hands onto the right leg. Your left foot will be on the ball. Curl forward and pull that right knee into your chest. And so for today, what we're gonna do is reach the arms out as the leg goes to the ball, and then pull the arms in as you pull the other knee in. Your job is to stay up throughout. So reach. Just anchoring the ball. So we're working a little bit on precision, curling forward, finding that engagement, pressing through the back. Good. Trying not to let your head drop in between the switch of the leg. Reach and in. We're gonna go 4 more. 3, keep it up, keep it up. 2, 1, all the way in, and reach forward and lower down. All right, let's bend your knees in, walk your hands towards your shins, curl forward, take your hands to your ankles, and then we're gonna extend the legs as the arms reach up, either up to the sky or back to the ears, and then circle around and catch your ankles, come up a little higher, reach, and circle around, curl. Ooh. Sorry if I'm yelling at you here. Big stretch. One more time. Reach, circle around, curl it in, and lower all the way down. All right, scissors is next. So we're gonna go ahead and send your left leg out. Let's go heel onto the ball. I keep calling it a ball with your heel down. And then your other leg is gonna go up to any height you can. So if it's bent, that's fine. We're gonna curl the head, neck, and shoulders forward and take your hands onto your ankle. And then we can flex both feet for this one. We're gonna push down through the long leg as you pull back through the extended one, up, and then lower and switch. Push, push, lower, and lift. push, push, lower, and lift. Push, push. If you need to lower your head down for this one, that's okay. Push, push. It's definitely doesn't look so hard, but there's a lot going on. Push, push. Good. 3, 2, last one. Push, push, and lower, and all the way down. Really, really nice. I ordered an extra coffee today because I knew I was going to need it, and I feel pretty good about that decision right now. All right, let's go ahead and take the ball, see if you can hold it in your hands here. We're going to take a little bit of a pull over, just watching out for the plants here. By the way, did you know you can buy me a coffee? There's a link in the class notes, which is one way you can show gratitude for these free classes. Just saying. All right, bring your shins parallel to the ceiling. And then from here, we're gonna keep your pelvis heavy and reach your arms long. Let the ball go back as far as you can without arching your back or your ribs off the mat. And then bring it all the way back to center. So this is step 1, and we'll build from here. Reaching the arms back, keeping your rib cage down, and then come forward. So the more committed you are to the ribs staying connected to the mat, the more you will feel this one in your abdominal wall. If you let your back arch, you're probably gonna feel it in your low back, which may or may not feel good to you. So you make the choice. I know what my choice is today. Good. All right, let's up the ante a little bit. I'm gonna flex my feet. And as you take the ball back this time, extend one leg back and see how low you can reach the arms, how far you can reach the leg back without arching your back from the mat. And then we exhale to come back in. Yes. And the other side. So my pelvis is heavy, my ribs are heavy. Pulling it back in. I'm challenging my ability to keep my torso really still as my legs and arms reach away. This one should make you quiver just a little bit. Good. That's it. Reach. Pull it in. Reach. Pull it in. Let's go one more each side. Big stretch. Last one. Good. All right. Rest for a second. So, again, with the ball between your legs, sometimes it helps to have it between your ankles. It's a little more stable. The last one we're going to do here is just a little rotation. So already inner thighs are working hard, arms out to a T. We're going to keep the right shoulder down as we tilt the hips as far as you can to the left, equal weight or equal pressure through both legs, and then squeeze into the ball, send your waist back to the mat and center yourself. Woo, bring it over to the side. It gets more challenging if you can focus on keeping the opposite shoulder down. If you have to let it up to make it move, then that's your objective, right? One more each side, reach. Good, last one. Good, all right, let's rock ourselves up from here all the way to the top. And then we're gonna go into a little inner thigh work. If you need a quick drink, go for the quick drink. We're just about towards the end. Thanks for those of you who are watching. All right, so for this one, we're gonna be kneeling on one leg. An alternative to this exercise would be standing up and holding on to something and taking your leg to the ball to move it forward or back. If you're joining me in a kneeling position, then you can go ahead and join me down here. We're gonna have our hand behind our head, and this is a kneeling side kick. We wanna roll the ball as far forward as you can, and that without losing it, and then roll it back. Now you'll figure out how to manage it with your foot. So roll it forward and roll it back. Now I'm pressing my hips forward to get that stretch. I'm staying really strong on my supporting arm, moving it in 2 directions. I know Flash doesn't like the sound of it. Good. Whoop, whoop. Making sure you don't lose it. Good, let's go for 3. 2. And last one. Press it back. Good. Bring it all the way in. Now, press yourself up to the top. And if you want to try, you can press down into your top leg. I don't know if it's going to work for me tonight or today. And the next exercise, I need it a little in closer, would be to lift that bottom knee off, but even just making it a little lighter can be as intense as you want it to. So I'm pressing down super hard through my top leg and just acting as if I could lift the bottom leg up, pressing down, making the bottom leg light. Good. And last one. Good. All right, take your knee off, reach up and stretch in the opposite direction. Nice work, everybody. Good. Bring it up through the center. Circle it around. Let's do our kicks on the other side. Hand behind the head. And then find it. Reach forward and press back. Reach forward. Push back. Good. Just mobilizing that front and back motion of your hip and a little bit of a side lifted position. Good. Reach. That's it. Good. One more back. Reach. And then bring it into where you need it to be so you can press down and lift up as much as you can. So pressing through the top leg, letting the bottom leg get lighter. Pressing through the top leg, bottom leg gets lighter. Good. Press. That's it. 2. And 1. All right, lots of inner thigh today. Let's big stretch over. Good, bring it all the way up through center. All right. Let's just take a little stretch for our chest. So we're gonna take the ball out to the side, and as we take our hands and knees down, we just wanna bend the opposite hand. You can have your hand either arm bent on the ball or extended. The idea is to open the front of your chest. So if it's bent, for me that feels a little bit more like an intense chest stretch. So basically, my control arm is this arm that has my weight. The arm on the ball is just staying on the ball, and then I'm looking for the stretch across the front of my chest wall and then breathing into it. That's it. Good. We'll switch sides. I'll just stay facing this way. Just having the ball traction, your arm out, the tiniest bit can be really helpful in finding the openness in front of your chest. Of course, you can do something similar by standing in a door frame, putting your hands on one side of the door frame, kind of stepping through. Good. All right. Taking your hands on the ball, let's go ahead and make our way up to standing. We're gonna bend forward and just have a nice press into the ball to open up your lower back as you round your spine up to the sky. And then from here, we're gonna slowly unlock the knees, roll all the way up to the top, and just take a little back bend pressing forward and come through center. All right, everybody. I hope you liked that little slow flow. I hope it felt good in your body. Thank you for watching with me. As always, you can support this channel by subscribing, by sharing a video with a friend, by buying me a coffee. All of these classes are completely free and hopefully they are useful for you. We're here every Tuesday and Thursday. On Tuesdays we rebound, on Thursdays we do weights and other Pilates-based movements, sometimes stretch, sometimes all sorts of things. Hi, Tracy. Miss you too today. We have a great community around here, very respectful and always, here for the good stuff. So if you're new, please introduce yourself in the comments. Love to follow along. I know not everybody can join live, but I appreciate you being here when you can, if you can. Let me know in the comments of the video also what you'd like to see more of as we move forward, and I will look forward to seeing you hopefully next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Take good care.